Hello, how you doing? So we're here to do your April. How you doing, Leo? So please keep an open mind during these readings. Please don't make the messages fit. If they do, I'm going to start to hopefully channel some messages that came through for you guys. But the channeled messages can come through from anybody that may be going through something or something that I hear, so don't make them fit if they do, because I can't put a timeline to channeled messages until I start using the cards, okay? But we're going to look into your April. So the first thing that I heard was bittersweet symphony, something to do with like a symphony of some music that you can hear, of like symptoms or symptoms of music that seem to be more relaxing to you, is what it's saying, is what they're saying, like bittersweet symphony. Bitter, I'm also picking up bitter, like also the name Betty, sorry about the distraction, but Betty. But I also heard purse, better purse, like a better purse, something to do with like Percy or personal, like something that's very personal to someone. I'm also hearing like my purse, like something to do with your money, that there's just been a big, there's just saying like a big load or a shed of money that's just been taken, or something, like a load of money that has just been taken, or something that you've just taken out of an account. They're saying something to do with like a personal account. You may have a personal account, something to do with like savings and a personal account, and something's been taken from that. I'm not saying stolen, I'm saying that you would know that that's been taken and that it was probably you that took it, okay? I'm also hearing that someone else is also in need of something. Now, something I also heard was letter, like a letter, they keep saying like let, like a room to let, or at least to let, or something like letting out a room, or that there is, because I picked up this through another reading, I think it was Scorpio, something to do with like a room, okay, like a room, like you might be confined, and I'm trying not to channel the coronavirus and things that are happening, but trust me, they will come through, so in order for me to gather what they are really about, but something to do with like a room to let. Now there seems to be more room, but now there doesn't seem to be more room, and it seems to be like a room that you have to let, like something is going up to let, like leasing out. I'm also picking up Lisa, the name Lisa. All right, Treacle, is that you, Lisa? But a room to let, leasing it out, because you keep saying Lisa, or leasing out something, or running out of something. Like, I'm also hearing like patience, like I'm running out of patience. Something to that you might do this as a profession, to do with like doctors, nurses and stuff, and like there seems to be a lot of patience, okay? Because I'm definitely hearing like patience of something medical, of needing assistance, that you might be called upon in order to assist people of some kind of like patient therapy, like patent. I'm also hearing Peyton, the name Peyton or Clayton. I heard that for another reading, Clayton. But patterning something. Also a pattern, something that you do that you really enjoy, of a pattern that seems to, okay, they're saying two things through this pattern, that there's a pattern of something that you're figuring out, like numbers and figures, and it seems to be like figuring itself out, like it could be to do with the money and the finances, but some kind of like pattern. So, and it could be, I don't know, something that you're enjoying doing that's requiring numbers or figures or something, like patterns. Okay, it might even be crochet or something that you're doing in order to bide the time, but like designing a pattern. There's something that you might like about designing something. Now I'm picking up like clothes designing, or some time that you have now where you are having free time and actually help or do some kind of like design, okay? Now I did pick up a clothing design through the last reading that I did was a Cancerian reading. So something about like designing my own product and designing something, okay? But something that's yours and something that's personal to you that you might really be considering designing, because it keeps saying like a clothing line, or design, or looking at designs, like, because they keep saying patterns and designs, and I'm seeing like someone that's putting on all of these motifs onto like a t-shirt or something, and there's like loads of patterns and there's loads of like motifs all over this. So I think a lot of you, like, you design your own clothes, and that you like are getting some old clothes and you're tearing them up and making them kind of like they said fit again, like fitting on something, fitting on some clothes. Some of you may have just lost a load of weight, okay, and it's something to do with like fitting on a load of clothes and having to try on some new clothes, because it's okay. Some of this might have come through as like I've just like all of a sudden had to spend all of this money, and now that I'm having to go to, wow, they've just dumped a load on me. Okay, it's something like also hand-me-downs. Now, obviously, a lot of people must know what hand-me-down is, but if I'm British and a lot of other people from another country, hand-me-down is obviously something to do with like younger children, and I'm handing my clothes down to somebody else because we don't need them anymore. So it could be something like parents or someone that's like handing stuff down. They keep saying that something's being handed to you, also a gift to you, but like something's being handed to you, like someone's going to offer you something and it's going to be down to you whether you take it. It could be something to do with like you moving, or that you physically had, or it's a deal of some kind of like deal that's going on and you might be taking it to do with like pattern and design. Okay, it could be to do with the free design that you, sorry. One of my spirits channel to me, they keep saying it's like an echo, and it starts here and it comes through and it comes through, and then I get like echo, 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 echo of design. Okay, so they're saying that, but the first thing that I heard was, when will I see you again? And it's something to do with like, when will I get to see you again? Because I think that some of this is going obviously on through the coronavirus. People are having to isolate themselves, but there is some kind of like instant, okay? And there's this momentarily lapse of reasoning as well that you might be going through as a partnership. But for some of you, there's like this, when will I see you again? Like you're torn between places to go, okay? And there's someone out there that's kind of like, well, when will I actually get to see you again? Meaning like we're kind of seeing each other and we're sort of dating, but when will I actually get to physically be in the same room as you? Because there's something to do with like a room, okay? And also like a rumour, because that came out through something else. A rumour that someone's like doing or spreading like some kind of like, I don't know, it could be about you, Leo, about like a spreading a rumour. So they're basically, what they're saying to me is that someone is talking about you, okay, to their partner, or for or against, or someone's talking about somebody, okay, Leo. But I'm picking up that there's this instant where you don't get to see your partner, okay, or the person of interest. And I'm picking it up for some of you that are not in partnership, but you've got this person in mind that you've kind of been seeing now and again, meaning that, well, we're just seeing each other now and again, but now, because of maybe this isolational period, that we are now, they're also saying something about period. Okay, we'll get on with that one, sorry, in a second. But, like, it's kind of like this segregated kind of thing, like a gated community, or somewhere where you want to go, but you can't go. And it's like, well, I want to go there, but I can't go there. And it's something like a gated, they're saying Gatorade. Some of you like Gatorade or something like that, or like a pick-me-up of some kind of like Gatoring. They say like hater, like the name hater, or I hate her. Something to do with like I hate her. I don't know why I'm coming through that. It could be a name, but like I just heard suddenly, I hate her, I hate her, I hate her. And it seems to be that is either someone is talking to you about it and you know, or someone is talking about you and you don't know, but you kind of like have this instant that you kind of like have this feeling and that you know, because I keep hearing this repetitive, I hate her, 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 and I don't know where that's coming from. I'm trying to figure out if that's something in the family or a friendship or something like that, because I keep hearing like hate her, hate her, hate her, hate her, hate her, hate her. It might even, okay, some of this is coming across as a foreign language, okay, it is, and I can't translate that. Some of you, it's like linguist translators that you are, thank you, Gator translator. Something like translating stuff. Now, if any of you are interested in like how I do this, because a lot of my channel messages, a lot of people, some people don't like it, some people really do like it. You can't win, you can't lose, you can't please everybody, okay? But going on to like channeling stuff, you have to translate that, because there are certain people and certain things that I've seen, okay, and there's loads of messages that come through, but you have to learn to channel, which is like translate what is being saying. Meaning me, I just picked up on a couple of words, okay, and that got me flowing. So if you are like suffering from some kind of like block or something to do with that, the way that you do it to translate is by putting everything together into a story and then writing it. Me, before I started channeling, I was an esoteric spirit writer, and I used to write loads of stuff down and translate it all into a story. Pretty much exactly what I do now, but I just come up with a couple of words or a couple of names, and that gets the channel going, and then I try and relate it to people's lives. In order to do that, because it's something like translating, trying to translate something, But if you are watching and you are doing something like that, I'll try and make a separate video for people, because they're obviously saying to me, can you talk about it? It's something like, can you talk about it? Like, oh, I can't talk about this. Okay, I'm coming off that one now because we're going on to another message, you see. It's something like, can we talk about it? It's like, can we talk about it? Can we talk about it? And it's like, no, I hate her. It's like, well, why don't you talk to her? It's like, I don't know, I can't. There's something to do, like I can and I can't and I can and I can't. But it's something to do with like someone's translation. It's like it falls on deaf ears. Because I heard this before. Someone is like hard of hearing something. It's like the film White Men Can't Jump. It's like, you know the segment when he's playing music and he says, listen, you can hear Jimmy, but you're just not listening to what he's saying. And it's kind of like, are you listening to what I'm saying? Because I'm saying it, but are you listening to what I'm saying? Because when I do say it, I mean it because I'm saying it. But it feels like someone's taking it personally and they're not like changing something. In order to like be vulnerable and listen to what someone is fully saying and understanding it, you have to drop your guard in order to be able to fully know what your feelings are, because you are actually probably don't understand about force. Force is something that when you're guarded against what someone says for or against, okay, you can put up a guard and a block and you don't realise. Okay, so then that's where you get resistance from two, because one feels it. I think you're in a soulmate relationship for some of you that's like confusing at times. Okay, and what they're saying to me is that the way that you break through resistance is one, compromise, but two, you have to feel vulnerable, because one word that I heard was fear. Okay, and it's a fear of being vulnerable, of understanding a lot about like past connections. Okay, now past connections can keep that block within the subconscious memory, because what you do is you come up against resistance. In order to learn what feelings and emotions truly are, you have to drop your guard and your boundary against certain things in order to be open, because you can't be open to receive anything that's good unless you can accept the bad. Okay, because it's something about good and bad and good and bad. I'm picking up like a big Libra energy in your someone that you know that has Libra in their chart. Now you may have, and you're coming up against resistance of something, okay, or it's to do with the person that you work for, which would be the government, and that would be justice, okay. But it's something to do with like resistance of trying to get someone to understand. But I think that they put up a boundary the same time you put up a boundary, and you're getting confused with whether it's you or whether it's them. And there's some kind of like compromising way of doing it, but in order to do that, you both have to learn to drop one's boundary, to be vulnerable, to understand what feelings are. When you were born, okay, everybody was born in pain because you had labour, right? Something to do with a pregnancy pill as well. So we're going back onto those messages. Okay, something about labour. Okay, now I'll try and give my opinion against Labour. Okay, I'm also picking up the Labour Party. Something about the Labour Party. That would be British. Okay, as another message, but we'll leave that one for a second. But in order to do this, basically, when you are born into labour. Okay, so you go through labour, and then the poor woman screams because she's actually giving birth in a canal of something that then when you physically are born as a child, you start to scream and cry because you've just been abandoned by, if you look into religion, by God. You've just been forced into a meat suit that you don't understand. Your ego starts to take control. We don't ever really know if obviously babies are like physically in pain, but they start to cry. So everybody's in pain at the beginning, and then everybody is in pain at the end. So you have to basically, taking this down to a reading of understanding feelings, is that you have to know what being vulnerable is, like you are when you were a child, to understand what your ego is. Okay, when you can separate those, we realise that we're always in pain. Okay, when we live. So then, in order to basically bring this down, is that you're obviously in pain when you're born, and then everybody seems to be in pain because the person that passes on, we are left in pain, grieving over someone. Okay, now through this, there is something to do with, like, now they're saying like grieving of some like grievance or credence Clearwater. Some of you might like Credence Clearwater, okay, or something like Clear Water or Waters. Or I picked up Waters again, some name called Waters, or Waters have broken. Now, there is something that they are trying to get me to say about a pregnancy or pregnancy test or a pill, okay? And I think that it's going to make your, I think it's going to, because I'm picking up like this block within you, and I think it's something to do around like probably the bedroom department, or it's something to do, because I'm picking up like shopping for bedroom stuff as well. Okay, sorry, but I'm picking up like there's this, either like coil or pregnancy test or pill or something, and I think it's going to change your mood, is what they're saying. It's something about like resisting something, but I don't know where I'm picking up this feeling of resistance from, okay, but it's coming from somewhere, and it's coming from, they did say that it's coming from you. Something, I don't know why. It's saying that it's coming, like something's coming, okay? Something's coming. So, we'll try and figure out what that one is for you guys, hopefully soon. But names, I picked up Betty and Percy. Okay, now Percy, I'm picking up personal, like something is very personal to someone, and I think that that's where you're coming up against this resistance, because it seems like someone takes things very personally. Okay, and that someone says something, but they take it very personally. Okay. And I think that if you do get into arguments with someone, it's because someone is like, oh, you don't need to take that so personally. And it's like, well, I do take it personally because it's me. It's something to do with like a feeling of like something on your purse or your personal or something like that. Okay. I'm picking up some strange messages through that one. And I can't say those, sorry. Okay. But we're going to leave those ones there for a second, Leo. Let me see if there's anything else. A letter. They are saying like a letter as well. Like having to write a letter to someone. It feels like, well, I'm just going to have to write them a letter. Some of you, it's because you can't see this person and you're having to write them a lot of letters. Because I'm picking up like a pen pal. But do people still write letters? So I don't know where that's coming from. But it's something to do with like having to write a lot of letters and doing a lot of letters. Letters as well, like codes of letters, or like doing crosswords, or something to do with letters, something that you like that's evolving a lot of letters, but it seems to be evolving, whatever it is. Like, I think it's a gift that you have of something that's to do with letters. Okay, now obviously like this, that's how you can learn to channel. If you are wondering, if there is anyone out there wondering, that's how you decipher codes, through letters. You know, you put the letters together and you pinpoint them, and then your eyes, just like when you read tarot cards, is that your eyes will see certain letters and it will come out to you like hieroglyphics, and it's like, bang, there's a word. You put that word together, you form a sentence. Okay, I'm not talking to people like children, but you form a sentence from the word, you know, because there's something to do with like, there's a word, or word search, or wording something, or Wordsworth. I don't know why I'm picking up like Wordsworth, or sorry, I'm kind of going into Dumb and Dumber, like, oh, what? It's something to do with like a child as well, like, what? Like first words, my first, the song, words, more than words. Wow, how's that one go? More than words. No. More than words. Wow, I forget. More than words, right? By Extreme. More than words is what I'm hearing. I wish I could remember how that goes. More than words. Extreme. But anyway, I'm sure there's some messages in there if you want to listen to that song. I'm sure they're called Extreme and it's called More Than Words. But if we get back to like translation, because it's something to do with like translator, that you could be a translator and you're translating and channeling. Okay, look into these words. Whatever you're doing, right? Look in as an omen. Okay, so look into messages from words. Okay, now that one actually came through from Reddit. Okay, something to do with like Reddit. I'm picking up Reddit. Why am I picking up Reddit? Red rum. Something to, again, a Virgo. Something to do with a Virgo. Don't ask me why I relate red rum to a Virgo, but that came out in there years ago, and it was to do with like red rum. Okay, so I was related to a Virgo for some reason, but red rum. Right, but red rum. Some of you could like red rum because I picked up bitter. Okay, so some of you are liking to drink, or you really need to probably pay a close attention to your drink if it's bitter, because it's something like a bitter sweet symphony and a bitter taste in my mouth is what I'm picking up, and I can actually taste it. There's something that's leaving a bitter taste in your mouth. Okay, now that could well be something to do with. It could have something to do with like physical alcohol or something. But there seems to be someone around you that has this bitter temper, like a bitter taste in their mouth. And it feels like that when you talk to them, they have this bitterness to them. Bitter. I'm also picking up better. It feels like someone constantly tries to make it better, but they have this bitterness about them that you just can't seem to grasp what this bitterness is. Because I'm feeling this to do with around I'm sorry, a lot of you, but only if you don't get on with a mother, okay? Because or an elderly maybe person. But it's something like that this person might have a bitter taste in their mouth, okay? Cross-watchers, I'm not talking about you, okay? But they're definitely saying that there's a bitter taste in someone's mouth that they just can't seem to get on with someone. Now, that might not be you and a parenting situation. That might be a situation that you're involved in that would relate to you, because it's involving someone that has this bitter taste, okay? And I have a bitterness for someone. There's some more there, but I can't quite translate what those are at the moment. Bitterness, Nessie or Nessa, Vanessa. I'm also picking up Vanessa or Nessie, messy. They're also saying messy, that you might need to tidy up a little bit, and I think that might be something to do with someone having a bitterness, because it's something about tidiness. That's what they're saying. They're saying that I'm overtired, but I'm not. Okay, people are going to take this really personally, so I don't know where it's coming from. It's something about like being tidy, and someone's like, I wish you would tidy up, or I wish you would do something. Or someone is like, okay, for some of you it's cross comparisons of different energy. That there's someone like over cleanly, like it's like I'm just over cleanly. It's like over cleanly. Some of this is coming through as the coronavirus. Some of this is coming through as like the place that you're in seems to be that there seems to be like a lot of uncleanliness, that where things are probably just gathering up and it's driving someone a little bit nuts. Okay, but I also think that there's someone around you that's like over cleanly, where they're like have this like OCD of cleanliness, where they're constantly cleaning. Because I'm picking up like, now you might even work for somewhere like Clean Easy or Cleaner, or Cleaner as a cleaner, and that's where that's coming through, and it's something to do with like cleaning. Okay. But there could be someone around you that it's a little bit kind of like, well, you're just too much. It's too over cleanly. Like I can't compare with the amount of work that you're doing. Some of this is like a clean place that you work for a cleaning company, or you are a cleaner, and something is going like it's all being like squashed down. I'm here like seeing all of this like disinfectant like. It's like clean all that, quick clean all that, queen. But queen all that, queen all that, queen. So the queen, I did channel through the Cancerian reading, something to do with there could be a speech, okay, but they're saying queen. Something to do with the queen, which is to do with also a fire sign mother, okay, but a queen. But clean, they keep saying clean. It's like, oh, no, I need to clean. It's like, what do you mean? Will you please stop cleaning? Will you please? Really? So my girlfriend has this gift. And she does this thing where she's just on Facebook. I actually channel clean, and she just picked up clean, but she does these things as well, which is like translating words. Okay, some kind of like weird dynamic, right? But something to do with like clean, and it's like, well, this is just too much for me. I can't cope with the amount of clean. That's what they keep saying. I just can't keep up with the amount of cleaning that I've got. You could have a cleaning company, and all of a sudden everyone said, yes, we need a cleaner. Please, can you bring like loads of disinfectant and start cleaning everything down? You're like, oh, I'm cleaning. I'm also screaming. Something like screaming. I'm also screening. Okay, so the channel's really open now. Something like a screening test. Like some of you, it's like pregnancy, or it could be a screening test that's asked for everybody to take a screening test. Okay. I'm also hearing like there's like a labour, because I did pick up on Labour Day and that kind of thing as well, and that was why I channeled to give you that. And it is something to do with like Labour Day and screaming and a possible pregnancy in the family or within yourself. But you might even come up against this, and you know someone, they're like, yeah, we're pregnant, and so just about to give birth, and there's this screaming. Because I pick up, well, there's a screening, but there's also a screaming. Okay, so there's a screening and a screaming, and I've got no idea where it's come from. But if you can hear it, please let me know. Okay, because and please, everybody, if you can, and these really do relate to you, please leave a comment in the comment section just to say that it's kind of relating to you in certain, maybe if it is, okay, or even check back on your readings just to see if they've come true, because that would know how you would come up with a future message to say, well, that isn't happening, but what do you know, that did happen. You might even say something like toilet paper, like I did in the Scorpio reading, and all of a sudden 2 weeks later everyone's fighting over toilet paper and the coronavirus or whatever. And I actually added, I'm not going to say that one, but that happened, right? So, and that was a future prediction. So who knows where these messages come from, Leo? Okay, so we're going to look into your April reading. So let's see, April tarot reading, please, for Leo. I think I said Scorpio again. Some of you have got like this something to do with like Scorpio. There's scorpions. I'm picking up scorpions. Wind of change. Something's like windy. Or someone also suffers from gastral hypertension. Okay, or like what do they call that? Where someone like gives off gas quite a lot. Sorry, but you've come to a psychic medium. If you do, well, that's me. I do fart a lot, right? But yeah, someone does have this like stomach knot in their stomach, and it's like giving it a lot of gas. Sorry, I know this is personal, but I am a medium and I'm picking it up. Okay, a medium. Also, I'm picking up like the size of someone's has gone down to a medium, or gone up to a medium, or something, or is going to a medium. Okay, someone is going to a medium, like going to a medium to ask something. So, hi, if you would like my services, you can find my link below for a personal reading. Okay, I can also channel like deceased loved ones as well and stuff like that. Depends what you want. Okay, but a medium. I'm saying something like clothing range and a medium. That's what they keep saying, like a medium, a medium, a medium. I'm a medium. I'm a medium. But something about medium. Meridian. The meridian. Okay, the meridian system. Something to do with like pain in the back. Meridian system. Your meridian system is what traps nerves. There's a trapped nerve in someone's back, and it's to do with their meridian system. Okay, and it's giving them sciatica. That's what they're saying. That is part of the meridian system because you can shake it and vibrate it out. You can also do exercises like straighten them. Right? Something like a masseuse or massage parlor or something. SARS. You're also saying SARS. That was a while ago, right? SARS, but we've gone into the corona now. Oh, I hope that don't come back. SARS, or Sarah, Saz. Something like Saz or Sarah. Saz. They keep saying Saz or Pajaz. Oh, someone's got a pajazzle. First, someone's getting a pajazzle. Or Baz, something like that. Or sorry. It's difficult for me to channel names. I'm picking it up that it's something to do with like a difficult name for me to say. It's something to do with like someone's name. Someone's name is what I keep saying. Okay. Name. My name. My name is King Joffy Joffa. And I'm coming to America. Someone's coming to America. Someone's going to announce something in America. Okay. It could be the president, but someone is going to announce something in America. Now, I picked up in the UK that the Queen was going to announce something. But again, that came through in the Cancerian reading, something about someone announcing something. It might be that someone's coming to stay. And there's a room. And it's like, okay, I am coming to stay, and I'm just about to announce that I am coming to stay. And if you was on the chat, on the window, and you were saying, and you could well be now saying, wow, you just read my mind, right? But someone is going to announce something about coming to stay. I'm also hearing stay. Again, channeled another name, Stacy. Again, stay. Okay. Okay, K as well, the name K. K's catalogue as well. Okay, Stephen, stop. Some of you are like shopping for stuff, like to buy, like from K's catalogue in the UK. It's just a catalogue service. You're like, yeah, that one, check, I'll have that one. Oh, that's a sofa. Well, I'll have that as well. Check. And you're like, oh, I've just spent loads of more money. So I'm going to have to check to make sure that I've got it, and I might have to write you a check. They're also saying that someone might ask you to write them a check for something. So people still use checkbook and pen. But something about, well, you can have it, but you can have to write me a check. Okay? Or I'm just going to have to check on something. Some of you may have to go back home in order to check on something. Okay? Some of it's like a room to rent or something like that, and I'm just going to have to go back and check on it first. They're also saying a stove, like a stove or a cooker or something that you might be buying, and I'm going to have to go back and check on it. No idea where that cooking thing is coming from. There's a cooking thing coming from. There's a cooking channel. Oh, yes, Steve, I'm into a cooking channel. Some of you are like into like cooking stuff, or going to be into cooking. Some of you are going through magazines to do with like cooking. I can see it. You're going through like cooking magazines and you're like, can't cook, won't cook. It's kind of like, well, I can cook. So I've got time on my hands, so I'm going to be looking through cooking magazines to see what I can cook. Some of you might be doing it for a channel, or you might just be doing it out of like interest. Because I picked up through Scorpio reading liver and hearts. Alright? And no, we're not talking about Chianti and human beings, like I kind of like sort of like flickered on a strange message there. Some of it's to do with like you might be cooking livers and hearts and stuff like that, and like cooking health. I mean, it depends if you're vegan or vegetarian or whatever. Me, I eat meat. I do. But that's my preference. But again, you might be looking into livers and hearts or cooking. Okay? Okay? So, again, Stephen, we're waiting for... I'm picking it up. I've been waiting for a girl like you. So let's see. We've been waiting for our tarot card reading. Steve. So, Steve. I'm also hearing Steve again. Steve. I heard it in this Cancer reading. Steve. It's Steve. Hi. All right. My name's Steve, but Steve, or Steam. Okay, now I've got it from the past reading. Steam, Doctor Sleep, Shining. Something to do with Gemini, okay, Scorpio, and it was to do with like The Shining, which was Doctor Sleep, which was to do with Steam, which was to do with I'm shining and I'm attracting in all of this stuff to my shiny thing. My shiny thing! My relationship. But, steam. Okay, so you're probably... Someone is attracted to your steam. So be careful because you are being followed by, what they just said, a dementor. Dementia. Oh, well, now... Well, we're really channeling now. Something to do with that someone could have, like, dementia in the family. You might realise that someone has dementia. These are for people that know their grandparents or someone that possibly has dementia. Okay, now that is another channel message from another reading that you could have this in your chart. But also, steam. Now, through Dr. Sleep of Red Rams to do with Virgo, the second one was called Dr. Sleep and it was to do with steam. And these people were in caravans and they were like hitching. I picked up hitch as well, okay? So someone's like driving in a caravan or something, right? And they have got this caravan, and I think a hitch is a ball hitch, where you have like a car or a caravan. Thank you, another omen. You have a car and it has a hitch on it and like a ball, okay? And it feels like I'm putting this caravan on this hitch, and I've got to hitch it up in order to travel like they do in Doctor Sleep, where these people travel towards this person to, well, I mean, in the film they try to get this person because they have the shining, which is obviously steam, right? Steam. Or Stephen. Steam. I keep saying Steve or Stephen or Steam. That has this steam. Has this theme. Some of you have this theme tune, or there's a theme tune, like I can pick up this theme tune. So if you liked the theme tune at the beginning, okay, you might like it, and I'm going to put the music together, hopefully the full version, and start putting things on Lucid Dream Tarot Music if you are interested, okay? But I have time to do all kinds of things now, so I might be looking into that. If you are interested, at some point it might come out on Lucid Dream Tarot Music. But something to do like theme, there's this theme that you're looking into, or they're saying look into a theme, or Athena, or a cathedral. They're saying a cathedral or Athena. And all of a sudden they just stopped. All of a sudden they just stopped. Okay? All of a sudden they just stopped over. The family just came to stop over. Okay, we are going to go on with a different card, but all of a sudden they just arrived. They're like, well, we've just hitchhiked across the galaxy, across the, what's that? Here we are, hitchhiking across the galaxy, something like that. And we're just hitchhiking, put my thumb out, and we've just arrived. Yes, the family is now just like arrived here. So I've just arrived back here. Someone's just arrived back home. The family have probably just arrived back home. Okay? Or you're going somewhere. Another omen. So hitchhiking across the galaxy, Stephen. Guardians of the Galaxy. Let's see. So for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for a tarot reading, for general tarot reading, please, for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for April. For April. I'm also hearing the name April, again, like I did through another reading. The name April, or Ape, Planet of the Apes. Planet of the Apes. Here we go. I need your attention. Can I have it? There's some kind of like retention as well, like retainer, a retainer. Some kind of like looking into a retainer. Or Lorena, or Lorraine, but a retainer. What is a retainer? Retainer's like a... Yeah, retainer. Something to do with someone's teeth. Okay, but I'm picking up someone has false teeth. Sorry. But a retainer. Now, I'm sure a retainer is also like a backup fund, like a trust fund, they're saying now, a trust fund and a retainer. And you might be asking for a retainer off your boss, meaning like, well, can I just have like something from you? So you might be looking into a retirement fund. Okay. Here we go. They're saying something about a retirement fund or a fireman's fund. They're also saying a fireman or a fireman's fund or something like that. A trust fund for firemen or something like that. It could be a fireman. Okay, you can try and put out some kind of like fire. Ooh, I don't know where these are coming from. Okay, because we've got to stick to one message because they're giving me loads at the moment. Some kind of like retainer. We're going to stick with that one, okay, Leo? But something like a retainer, like I'm looking for a retainer from my boss, meaning like I'm looking into a package of where your boss might say to you, congratulations, you've just won something. You've just won a retainer, or you've just won something. So you're winning something. So you might be looking into your savings and your winnings to do with someone backing something of like numbers and putting them together and they're going to put it on the lottery or something, or you might want to, okay? But a retainer, like from your boss, to say, like, I'm not at work at the moment, we're probably isolating ourselves, but can you give me a retainer from my money? Like the pot of money that I probably have saved for holiday. Okay, I'll pick that up for another reading. Like, you might be given a retainer, a retirement fund or a package. It might not mean that you're being fully retired, but you're being relieved from something. And they're going to relieve you from work, but you're going to be relieved because they're going to support you from work, meaning that, well, we will support you, we're going to give you some money, but you're going to have to dip into your retainer, which is like your holiday fund and your holiday time. You can take that off work, but you're going to have to, and we'll pay you through that holiday time like we normally would, but you won't get your holiday when all of this chaos in the universe is like sorted itself out. When that comes to fruition later, you might not be able to have your holiday time, but at least now you'll be okay and secure because you can use up your holiday time. Retainer mund. Muns. I'm also picking up muns or buns. Someone cooked buns. Someone's cooking a bun, or a bun is in the oven. And it's like, oh, I am pregnant, so I've got to be very careful because there's a bun. There's also a mum. Oh, how many messages can you channel through the Six of Wands, Stephen? Well, let's see. 6 of them. There are 6 people here that are wanting this, but we are giving you it. There are 6 people that are in line. 6. A lion. Also a Leo that is present in your soul group. There's also, like, there are 6 people. There are 6 people. That's what they're saying. Well, there's 6 people in line for this. And you're going to have to queue up in order to get it. Some of you work at like a delicatessen or something. It's like, well, there's 6 people in front of you. There are 6 people in front of you and you're going to have to wait. That's what someone's saying. Listen, there's 6 people here. Some of you, you're like looking for another place or like, can I have this house or job or something? And it's like, well, there are 6 people in front of you, Leo, but we're giving you it. We're giving you this responsibility to say that there are 6 people waiting, but there you go. You've been served. You've been served with like good news, whatever it is. So if you were looking into like 5 of stuff where it's like, this is getting like too chaotic. There's too much around here. 5, like work. 5 is work. 5 of Wands. Too much. It's like chaos where that is. K's. I'm also picking up K or chaos or K. But wherever that is, there was absolute chaos. And now I've arrived. So you are the winner, right? So it feels like, well, you're going to be relieved from work, but you're going to get a package for a lot of you, okay? Because the 5, where that was, is like, brother, I can't contend with all this, like people fighting and screaming and shouting over one another. It's just too much. So now we have some free time, and you've been relieved, but you're going to have some good news that you've been relieved. You can have some free time. But you're more than likely going to get a package of money, all right? So, cha-ching! So, good news, Leo. Wow. How many messages can you channel from 6? 6. I can channel 6 messages. I don't know where that was coming from. Somebody just screamed. Was that your phone?
It wasn't me.
Who just screamed?
Windows open.
Is it? I was going to say, I thought that was a spirit.
Oh my god!
I can hear the screaming, the screaming. Let's see. Leo, somebody rising on Venus. Leo! Oh wow, you are definitely going to receive. This is say, hello, this is Tesco's, hello. This is a delicatessen, people that serve people food. You're being served, okay, good news. This is like, I mean, trust me guys, this is like a slave to society, right? But you're going to get it. You've got 2 6s. You could have a healing year number 6, a life path number 6. Healing year is personal year. So that whole year you'll go through 6. Okay? So you're going through a lot in 6. Trust me. A lot to do with your family is all going to be to do with 6. Okay? It's also going to be to do with like sex is what they're saying. But it's also going to be to do with like, this is the pill, taking the pill, medication, all that kind of stuff, right? Dedication to work, but also medication for someone that might be needing medication to do with like an illness or like, what do you call it, herbs and stuff that you get in bottles and all that kind of stuff, right? But remedy, I'm also picking up Rennie or Rani, the name Rani, or it's something to do with my posterior, right? But for Britons, that's the opposite way around, and your backside is called your front, and I'm probably not allowed to say that. So basically, if you come from America, your backside sounds like Rani, right? Something to do with like Ran or Rani or Ransom, Ranny Ransom. I know Ranny Ransom, but a ransom, like I'm okay. They're just saying that I'm holding you up for ransom. I'm holding you up for ransom. Or Anson, like Anson's packaging. Anson. I don't know why I'm picking up on Anson's or packaging or something to do like packages. Packages. There's just packages every. Leo, how many packages have you got? But there's a lot of packages, right? This person comes packed. They come packed. And they're compact. You might be looking into like compacts of like makeup and things like that. Compact and I think women call that, right? Compacts. My compact or my contact. I have contact. Some of you have contact to a spirit. Hopefully it's not an alien. Something to do like contact. Hello, we've just made contact. Hello, Nanu. This is Mork and Mindy time. Like Minnie. Someone's probably had a vajazzle, right, on their Mini. Sorry, Minnie. I have a subscriber, Minnie, and she's a patron as well. Minnie, hi, Minnie. Sorry if I was channeling your name, Minnie. That's your name, Minnie, and that's the Minnie. Some of you are bought transport, and it's a mini metro, like a very small car. It's like Mini. We're into a Mini, or I'm into Mini. If you're looking for a personal message, someone's into you, Minnie, right? Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Sorry, guys. Someone is into someone's life, right? You have to be very careful on YouTube these days, but it's something to do with like packaging, right? Someone's packed with something, all right? But anyway, we're going to move on with that one, because how many messages can you channel from 6? I got a feeling that you're going to have 666, right? That's pleased that it's not the devil. That it probably means that someone around you has Capricorn in their chart, or Gemini, are both 6s, right? This could be a Capricorn, and this could be the landlord of rent and things like that. That's the government. Is still the devil, right? It's still someone that owes rent and has to pay it, and that would be a landlord of paying the maker. The maker of the devil was God, right? That was the maker. So pay the maker, pay the toll, pay the due. Something is due. You could well be due. Well, you're due a reward of money, but you're also due a baby, maybe, okay, called May or May. B. Also, sorry, I'm channeling your name as well. Be careful, I'm a psychic medium. There is someone else on my channel that is called BB, I think is your channel name, right? BB? BB. Hi, BB. How you doing? But something to do with like BB. or baby. There's definitely a baby. There is 100% a baby involved in this, right? A baby. If not, it's children and people that work at like for the needy. Okay. Sorry. Children in need. Something to do with like the child's in need of help or something. So you could work for like a school or something, okay, and that you're working for children in need. So you could work for the NHS, okay, or people in hospitals. This is also people that work for. I also heard a morgue, okay, or Morgana, but people that work for hospitals, okay. This is a porter, and in Dr. Sleep was a porter, and he'd done Kneel by Mouth. The name also Kneel, okay, and also Kneel by Mouth of something that you might do as a porter, and it's a bit like Dr. Sleep, okay. So hopefully you've seen Red Rum, which is obviously Dr. Sleep. If not, please watch it. You might get some signs through that, okay. But this is being aware that there are spirits around you, okay. There are. So it's like activation. They're saying, oh, well, you're getting some messages. And we're going on, why is it that I'm going on for like nearly an hour and we've done 2 cards? Activation. Like activation. Someone is like sexually active as well. But activation. It's like acting. Cut. Okay. Someone is doing some kind of scene, right? However that scene or scenario is private to you guys, but there's some kind of like reenacting a scene. Okay. So we're reenacting the scene, and it's take 1. Some of you, this is an actor, right? And this could be also some kind of like star, where it relates to an actor star, right? But a star. It's like, well, we're acting. I'm hearing this. Action, take 6. It's like, okay, I'm ready. Oh. Can you do it again? Yeah, sure. Action, take 7. Hold on. Okay, so we've got 12. So you could be a Piscean, maybe, all right, or a mum or something, or like the High Priestess, the Empress. Let's see. Leo, Sun rising in Venus. Leo, Sun rising in Venus for April. Leo, Sun rising in Venus for April, please. What other messages have you got for Leo, Sun rising in Venus for April? Me, I really do appreciate your guys' support as well, really. Honestly, I really do. Because I'm losing the YouTube battle, and it just makes me feel like I just can't continue on all the time. I've lost like 15 subscribers over the last 5 or 6 days. People just think, oh, I'm just going to unsubscribe, and they're off. And I'm just like really struggling to be able to continue. But I love my passion, you know, but that's why things have slowed down a bit. People obviously don't like, I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of people that like things and don't like things. It's kind of like likey. What's the best thing to kill a pikey? What? Sorry. Why on earth did I just channel that? See, it just slips out my mouth. Getting into it like a key, like it's the best thing is a pikey. Sorry, because I'm thinking of like a traveller, right? Travelling, like travelling salesman or traveller. But because this is like I'm picking up like a Romany gypsy, okay, that does tarot reading, or like it does a Romany gypsy. They do fortune telling and stuff like that, Romany gypsy. But I really do apologise of why I just said that, because I've got no idea. When my ego's not there on my channel, it just comes out, it just slips out. So I do apologise if it offended anybody. But I'm picking up like a Romany gypsy that's fortune telling something, or is going to tell you something. Someone's going to like tell your fortune or something. But please don't read the newspaper and look into stars in the newspaper. Right? Mystic Meg is going to make her appearance. Well, she's definitely going to. She's got Leos again. Leo. I pick up, there's possibly 2 Leos out there. Listen, there's a lot of Leo. There's a lot of Leo. Okay, so this is Leo Sayer, right? An all-dayer. We're pulling an all-dayer. Some of you are pulling a Leo Sayer, okay? An all-day. Something that's like all day, or the name Day. I'm channeling again someone else's name, Day, okay? I'm picking up the name James as well. James. Jamie and the magic torch. Something to do with Jamie. Okay, Jamie Lee, and also Lee Curtis. Jamie Lee Curtis. Coming to America, right? Or something like that. What was the other one? Jamie Lee Curtis. What? No, not a horror movie. Where it's like, Randolph, I'll buy that for $1. We're back. And they travel. It's, oh, would you like beef jerky? And all that sort of stuff, right? And one's, I'm from Sweden. Someone is Swedish, or is into the Swedish Mafia, which is a band, right? Swedish Mafia. Something like that. I don't know where these are coming from. But again, Page of Wands, the Sun. So wherever you're headed for like great news. You're headed for like the Sun. You're headed for family. You are headed for success. 100%. You're also headed towards a brand new person. If you haven't met one, you know them, you're headed towards them. Okay, you're headed towards a new place, the Sun. You're taking your place also. Okay, but there are brothers and sisters that are not talking to their family, or someone that you know is not talking to their family. Okay, or something like that, because the page is not a messenger. It is someone that gathers messenger. They're not delivered it. So this is like delivering a child, but it's on its way to be delivered. Because these, they just gather messages. They don't actually speak. The knights actually deliver it. Okay. So something like delivering babies or delivering news. Like, but there's going to be some news through this page that is thinking about delivering some kind of news to you through the Sun. But it will be very good news that you will get. But they're going to deliver you something. It's a bit like Adam and the Ants, okay, which is stand and deliver, whoa, whoa, money or your life. And I did hear ransom, like, I don't want to freak people out, so I don't know where that's coming from, of like being held for ransom. I don't know why that is. I think some of you, it's coming through as like your money's being held for ransom, meaning like it's being held back from you for a certain time. But it's coming through, like, we're having to go through stuff to get this, okay, is where that is, I think, is coming from.
Just read get through.
Get through. She just read get through. Get through. I'm also picking up, like, Guthrie Governs. Great. And listen, Guthrie, if you're watching, you are an absolute wizard with that guitar, my man. That is one of my best guitarists, is Guthrie Governs. Check him out, man. If you like guitarists, check out Guthrie Governs. Right? Government. Also, they're saying something to do with the government. An otherment. Mother. There's another mother. There is also another mother around. There is another mother to another brother or another sister. But there's some kind of like brother, mother. You're a brother of my mother and I'm a mother of your brother. I've got no idea. Because they keep saying like, you're a brother of my mother, or my brother is not here. My brother. Something to do with like, my brother's not here, or like, my son is not here, or something. Someone's worried about like a deceased loved one that was their brother, or mother, or son. I don't know where that's coming from, guys. Okay, but someone's talking about their brother, or their mother, or something like that. They are. That's what they're saying. We're talking about our mother. Steve, you're talking about our mother. Something like that. Okay, I really do apologise. I know you've only had 4 cards, okay, but I do channel a lot of your messages through those, so I really do appreciate your support with that. Any like, share, comment, anything that you can think of to possibly get this channel to another channel to shout it out. Please check out also the recommended reader that I have been putting in is Stacey, Awakening Stacey, I think her name. You can find it in the link below, okay? If you are watching Stacey, thank you. But if you can give this to any other channel to help me out, everybody, trust me, if I can get like to the point where it's like other channels that have thousands of views, if I get enough AdSense, I won't have to do Patron. And I would rather do that for everybody. I could just do longer videos. But I have to get something back for what I'm doing, because it's all I have at the moment. And I'd love to do that for you guys, but at the moment it has to go to Patreon, and it's literally just $5. But the more work or effort that I can get from someone else to give me views, I can hopefully start to do things for free for people, which I would love to do, because I would just be able to get enough through AdSense, hopefully. Okay, But if you want to join, $5 gives you access to Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, your partner. Also, you can watch all those. And it's just $5. Okay, it goes to Patron. You can find it in the Show More section. I really do hope a lot of you can join, because it helps me out to be able to keep doing it. Okay, but also if you want a personal reading, you can reach out to the Show More section. Also, Lucid Dream Tarot Music, Instagram, Facebook, everything is all below if you would like to join. I can keep up with people there also, but everything is below, guys. So we'll get on with the rest of your reading and see what's going to happen. Okay, all right, guys. Thanks very much, Leo, and I'll catch you over there.